Good morning, welcome to the 𝐷 Papers Review on your laughter station 32 FM 94.9. It's the 16th of July 2025. We now begin the 𝐷 Papers Review, where we bring you the analysis and the headlines of the major stories across the papers nationally. My name is DENIKE Adimoagu, and we get right into the business of the day. Without any further delay, I was starting off with the front page of the Punch newspaper, and their major headlines from the Punch, one of which is a major one: final salute, Nigeria bids Buhari emotional farewell. Also, you find Buhari's daughter mourns late father. Final flight, how Buhari's body was flown in aircraft cabin. Buhari will be remembered for pragmatism as Elgon. Buhari defended rule of law till last moment, says ex-campaign director. Away from that, Awujale's burial frees Yoruba kings from ritual slavery. Oluwo. Marketers protest as Dangote moves to crash cooking gas price. Also, you find over 420 federal roads completed or in progress, federal government. Nigeria's oil output, soars above OPEC quota. Sanwo-Olu vows to prosecute attackers of LASMA officials. Still on the headlines, final year Kwara student, 3 others jailed for internet fraud. 2027 Nasarawa PDP group rejects consensus candidates. And also you find don't do it, Wike cautions Okpebolo against Obaseki's probe. Still on some more stories, you find 2027 opposition unites under ADC to dethrone APC. Obi will contest in 2027 with or without coalition. Tanko. And the Premium Times report, bandits kill 6 farmers, abduct dozens in Niger communities. Former President Buhari's remains laid to rest. Buhari would have long died if he used Nigerian hospital. Additional. US officially gives 2 reasons for reducing visa validity for Nigerians' presidency. Tinubu arrives Katsina for Buhari's burial. Millions of children still lack access to vaccines, UN. And also you find updates from the burial ceremony of ex-president Muhammadu Buhari on the front page of the Premium Times this morning. Away from that, police bust human trafficking syndicates, detain 11 suspects, rescue victims. Tunde Bakare speaks on his failed prophecy of succeeding Buhari. Nigerian women in politics highlight daunting challenges in new documentary. Police recover 5 million naira from suspected kidnappers. And some headlines from the Daily Post newspaper. It says Buhari's body arrives in Daura from Katsina for final burial. Convoy of well-wishers, mourners, VIPs arrive in Daura ahead of Buhari's body. 2027 uncertainty as Tinubu APC begin new chapter without Buhari. And also you find Buhari laid to rest in Daura with full military honors. Some more stories. Confusion as magistrate court remands man in prison after closing for the day. Jigawa government warns against illegal allocation of land. Plateau government explains reason for capturing data of tricycle riders. Abia government lifts embargo on NURTW activities. I pity Tinubu, Katsina Governor Rada recalls what Buhari told him. Niger Assembly raises alarm over student overload at Mina health facilities. Elsewhere on the Daily Post, Jigawa by-election, PDP screens candidate boast of victory over APC and NPP. Lagos local government poll, LP-YPP, others demand results coalition. Peter Obi's exit from ADC would end his political career, Party youths. Labour Party in crisis, APC unsafe. PDP finished. APGA woos Governor Oti to return home. 2027 ADC campaigners not credible. Obun, APC stalwart. And Youth Party, LP reject Lagos LP election results. Calls for cancellation. Headlines out of the Vanguard newspaper. Our job is half done with Nigerians suffering. ADC. SEEC investigates FF Tiffany, 78 other Ponzi schemes. Nigeria intensifies IMO bid to Global Maritime Aviation Forum in Singapore. And also you find Tinubu's some African leaders bid Buhari farewell. We're yet to receive formal communication from UAE on revised visa policy, federal government. And you also find Buhari showed genuine desire to bring healing, development. And also you find this one, no charge leveled against Jonah Capital and River Park Council clarifies. Still on the major headlines, you find an editorial says Muhammad Buhari might take, and that's an editorial out of the Vanguard newspaper. Lastly, why I support ADC's coalition but remain in PDP, Lamido. We're going to go on our first commercial break now, and please do stay with us. We'll be back shortly with the analysis of the headlines. It's 32 FM 94.9.
FM 94.9. You're listening to 32 FM.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers. MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go!
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
Jẹ́ 20,000 naira lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú Coco Box àti 32 FM. Ìkànnì 32 FM 94.9 pẹ̀lú àjọṣepọ̀ ilé-iṣẹ́ Coco Box ní ó fi àǹfààní 20,000 naira fún wa láti máa jẹ lójoojúmọ́ pẹ̀lú 500 naira. Bó o lẹ́ẹ̀tì ṣe jẹ́ àkọ́kọ́ ẹ lọ tẹ *347*253# lórí ẹ̀rọ ìbáraẹnisọ̀rọ̀ yín. Èyíkéyìí nẹ́tíwọ̀kì tẹ́ bá ń lò ẹ fi iye ìgbà tẹ́ ẹ fẹ́ tà sí. Wọ́n send account number tẹ́ ẹ lè lò lẹ́ẹ̀kan péré sí yín. Ẹ sanwó pẹ̀lú backup yín USSD àbí kẹ́ ẹ ṣàbẹ̀wò sí POS tó súnmọ́dọ̀ yín yẹn pẹ̀lú account number tó ti wà lọ́wọ́ yín. Èyí ṣe pàtàkì, ìṣẹ́jú díẹ̀ péré ni account number ń fi lè ṣiṣẹ́. Ó sì wà fẹ́yìí tẹ́ ẹ ta yẹn nìkan. Bẹ́ẹ̀ bá kọ̀ láti sanwó sórí account number wọn yóò ṣàdínàgbò òkú fún yín látún ti ta lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ti ṣe ta tó pọ̀ sí ni àǹfààní ṣe wà ń bẹ̀ fún yín láti jẹ. Aago 9 àbọ̀ lówùrọ̀, aago 2 ọ̀sán, aago 3 àtàago 5 ìrọ̀lẹ́. Látọjọ́ Ajé Monday sọ́jọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ Jímọ̀ náà máa yí koto. Ní gbogbo ọ̀sẹ̀ọ̀sẹ̀, èèyàn 22 ni yóò mọ gbógun ẹgbẹ̀rún 20,000 naira. Èèyàn 8 ni yóò mọ gbógun ẹgbẹ̀rún lójoojúmọ́. Èèyàn 3 ni yóò mọ gbọ́gọ́rùn ẹgbẹ̀rún 100,000 naira lọ́jọ́ Ẹtì ọjọ́ Jímọ̀. Ẹ̀yin náà bẹ̀rẹ̀ báyìí kẹ́tẹ̀ *347*253#. Kẹ́ẹ̀fì 500 naira péré gbàgbẹ́mù lórí Coco Box. Coco Box àti 32 FM ó ti pọ̀ jù.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's Toby Chio.
My goodness. When did he grow up?
That's it with kids, though. It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NANKID 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NANKID 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Hey, fans me. It's okay. Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù. It's okay.
Woke up this morning, a brand new day. The feeling is different, though you are ahead of your game. Fill up with energy, strength and vitality. Get ready to conquer, cause Bonvita is there with you.
Give your child Bonvita. It contains essential vitamins and minerals that support mental and physical vitality. Bonvita. Prepare them to win every day.
Ibadan, are you ready for a delicious celebration of culture?
Let's try this. Ibadan, are you ready for a mouth-watering time with the city's favorite dish?
Hey, Ibadan, 32 FM Amala Fest is here. Join over 1,000 people under one canopy, savoring hot abula prepared by your favorite vendors. Enjoy sweet music, hilarious comedy, and a serene atmosphere.
Get ready for exciting Amala competitions, including smoothest Amala preparation, fastest hot Amala eaters, most wraps of Amala eating. There are many gifts to be won.
Mark your calendars. Date, Saturday, August 23rd, 2025. Time, 2 p.m. Venue, Recreation Club Open Field, Sabo area, Adamasingba, Ibadan. Ticket, 2,000 naira only. Includes a hot plate of amala, drinks, and more.
Grab your tickets and participation forms at 32 FM 4th floor Cocoa House, Dugbe, Ibadan. BB Ray Canteen, Okeado, 𝐒𝐻𝐿 Food Canteen, Ijokodo, Adanla, Baremu, Ibadan. Call Binkpe on 0806 218 5194. Captain P2 0802 258 8193.
Amala Festival is proudly sponsored by Regal Dry Gin, Terra Seasoning Cube, and partnered by BB Ray and 𝐒𝐻𝐿. Don't miss it.
sórí ẹ oníkálukú pẹ̀lú tiẹ̀ ni o ojúmọ́ kan ìdojúkọ kan ni o ó sì ní láti ṣetán láti kojú wọn ìyẹn nìkan ló lè fi rọ́nà lọ ìdí tí mi ò ṣe kí n fi oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ mi ṣeré ṣòye oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pick mi tó ní àwọn èròjà àti okun tí mo nílò láti fi kojú ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan ìdojúkọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
dáradára ní gbogbo ọjọ́ láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ pick. ǹjẹ́ o ti jẹ tirẹ̀?
Peak. Reach for your peak.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM 94.9, the antidote to depression.
All right, thank you for staying tuned. The Brigadon Papers Review, 32 FM 94.9. And now we head straight into the analysis. Austin Odumo joins me this morning for the analysis. I am at DENIKE at Dimuwago. Good morning, Austin. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, DENIKE, and thank you for having me.
All right, sir. Thank you for being a part of the show today. We start off with the recent and recurring story across the dailies. I want to just get your thoughts on it as regards the laying to rest, paying last respects to the former President Muhammadu Buhari. Oshibajo, Atiku Amechi, the president as well, was there. Dignitaries were present for his final burial rites and to pay their last respect. Some have said that he was a defender of the rule of law till his very last moment, and so many accolades have poured in. What's your view on his entire his legacy, as we may put it?
Yeah, there's mixed feelings and mixed reaction concerning the death of former President Muhammadu Buhari. But one thing you cannot take away is that no matter how you write the history of the country, you will have former President Muhammadu Buhari features significantly as one of the longest serving ruler of the country. First of all, as military head of state, and secondly, as a two-time democratically elected president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He has a very strong legacy. For me, in terms of not too materialistic, we knew his classmates, those that were his classmates. Some of them had top mansions, for example. Some of them have a presidential library. Some of them even have a university. But Buhari, by my own assessment, as a person, was very modest, was not too materialistic, and also by history, he was the only military head of state that did not promote himself to the rank of a full general, like a 3-star general. Having said that, on the flip side, Buhari, as the president of the country, Of course, there were a lot of shortcomings. Whichever way you also look at it, he did his best. His best may not have been enough for us as a people. He has a good heart, but along the line, he was not actually in charge of the government, and a lot has happened. And by African culture, we don't abuse the dead. We don't speak ill of the dead. There is even a proverbial saying in Yoruba that it is the day we die that we turn to statute. You know, that is the way it is. I've seen a lot of things on social media. Some people trying to celebrate his death. Some people try to make it look as if, oh, that serves him right. He's not a child. He died at a very good old age. In short, a lot of people never believed that Buhari could live till the time he died. But the truth of the matter is that he has done his bit. He has gone. Everybody will taste death. Those of us that are still alive, we don't know how we are going to die. But that is part of his life. He has finally been laid to rest.
Speaking of how long, you said something about people not knowing that he was going to even be alive this long or something like that. There was a statement credited to Femi Adesina. He was a former spokesperson to the late president. And he was saying that Buhari would have long died if he used Nigerian hospitals. Now, because the conversation was, why did he die in London and things like that? And there was some defense from his quarters when he was, especially at the beginning of his administration. I just want you to touch on this because this hits a really soft spot on people when they read this. He could have long died if he used Nigerian hospitals. Where do you put the average person that cannot afford to go? People who have lost family members as a result of, having to have to use hospitals that are not up to par because we're not doing the needful. And the general outlook of this, how this statement might have come off as insensitive to the larger masses of the people just for the 1% that benefit from this.
Yeah, if you look at the statement credited to Adesina, he said if he had been managed in Nigeria, he would have perhaps died long ago. That he has always sought medical help in London before he even became the president. Of course, if you have the resources, if you have the means, you can be treated out of the country. That is on you. But then, having been the president of Nigeria, and as a president, he was sick to the extent that he came out publicly to say that he has never been that sick before. I expected as a person that would have instigated him or propelled him to be able to revitalize our key health infrastructure in the country. I do not believe that it is a way to go for a president not to be treated in Nigeria. Of course, for some complications, one can be treated out of the country, the best medical facilities in the world or what have you. But that shouldn't be as a result of a total decay of our health infrastructure in Nigeria. Then when we also talk about professionalism, that is also another thing. There are a lot of cases, time would not permit us to talk about that. The late former president of Nigeria, who happened to also be from Buhari State, was first of all diagnosed wrongly in Nigeria. That was one of the complications that led to his death. The doctors in Nigeria were treating him for something completely different until he had to go out of the country, only to discover that his system has been damaged so badly as a result of the ailment at that time. I also experienced a child that was supposed to be operated upon in a popular hospital in Ibadan. Of course, they had to fly the boy out of the country. He was given just maybe some drug and he became better again. So there are a lot of factors in terms of professionalism, in terms of how we do things. But I do not subscribe to the fact that having served as president for 8 years, he should have been able to kickstart or ignite a paradigm shift that will put our health sector in a proper footing, to the extent that leaders and big people don't have to run out of the country for just a medical consultation or what have you.
All right. Because of our time, I would have loved to delve more into that, but let's just move to Dangote. Now, marketers are protesting that Dangote is set to move to crash cooking gas prices. Now, the operators in the sector are disagreeing with his plans, saying that the businessman is planning to monopolize the LPG sector. So they're kicking against his move to start direct sale of the product to consumers should the existing distributors fail to allow the price crash in cooking gas. What's your take on this one? It's seeming like he wants to be a man of the people in terms of course, he's a businessman, but crashing the prices and selling directly to consumers would some way elevate the current prices and will reduce something in the pockets of the people that will have to pay full price in other parts of the other distributors. I meant to speak.
Yeah, there should be a meeting point, for example. Dangote may not be able to sustain direct sale to final consumer. That may be difficult for Dangote in terms of logistics and supply chain. The best thing that can be done is that let there be continuous engagement. Why not crash the price? Average Nigerian want to see prices of this commodity crash. That is what we want to experience. But if you are crashing the price, it means that some people technically want to run out of business. That is where the issue of meeting point, the issue of negotiation, the issue of consensus, the issue of consultation should come in. Because the perception is this: some people invest money to bring in these products into the country. Dangote has the advantage of local refining capacity. So if you have that advantage, you should also consider those who have even been in the business before you. Those that are bringing it in, they will sell at the rate that they buy. But if the price become outrageous, that is detrimental to the common man. So let there be a meeting point. But overall, everybody, you and I want to see a crash in the price of LPG. So if Dangote moved the idea of selling directly to the consumer, how sustainable can that be based on our peculiarity and our size as a country? So what I advise is that let Dangote and this marketer, the marketer should not be greedy. Let there be a price in front. And Dangote should also use that spirit too to crash the price of cement. Because there was a price war between Dangote and Abdul Saman, Dangote Cement and Bua. Bua was ready to crash the price and Dangote refused to crash the price at that time. I hope you still remember the story. So if Dangote loves Nigerians so much and is so much interested in crashing the price of PMS, is so much interested in crashing the price of LPG, he should extend the same thing to cement. So that is how to really show that he loves Nigeria, not to run some people out of business in a particular sector of the economy for his so parochial and selfish business.
So you would agree that he might be trying to monopolize the sector?
Of course, this has always been the fear. Dangote just came into the petroleum industry. Some people have been in the petroleum business for over 30 years. As we speak now, some people are counting their losses. Some people invested billions of naira to build tank farms, and some of the tank farms are redundant today. So let there be a win-win situation. We want local refining capacity. We also want more investors in the sector so that one person will not call the shot. If Dangote crashes price today and these other LPG marketers run out of the market, who says that Dangote cannot hike the price tomorrow after taking full control or total control of the market? So all of these things, we must put it in proper context.
Right. All right, let's take a look at Lamido. He reports here, or he says here, why I support ADC coalition but remain in PDP. That was the headline. And he's saying that he supports the Senator David Mark-led adopted party ADC, but his loyalty remains to the PDP, and that is unquestionable. He says that it's time to have an opposition that would shake the boots of the APC, and he would never leave his house, the PDP, which is built with his sweat and his soul, but he's going to be offering guidance to ensure that Nigeria finds her way back. What do you make of this particular statement?
Well, that also amount to double standards at the long run, because you cannot serve two masters. You can't be in a party. Why not use your advice and your counsel in your political party now? Why can't you build your political party rather than volunteering to offer advice to a coalition while still maintaining your same political party? Some of these guys, especially those that want to seek elective office, they must really watch it, because if care is not taken, the Electoral Act and the law will catch up with them at some point, because you can't belong to two political parties at the same time. So as far as I'm concerned, of course, anybody reserves the right to belong to any political party, any association, but they must be careful in exercising that. You are a member of the PDP, you say you can never leave your house. You want to offer advice to other people, other political party, to even be able to defeat your own party in an election. It doesn't really make too much of political sense, but it's a matter of time. Let's see how it goes at the end of the day.
All right, we have to go on a break and we'll be back shortly. Do stay with us. We're live on Facebook, by the way. It's 312FM 949. Fenya.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
Orí ìfahun ẹ̀dọ̀ ìdùngbìn òtútù kẹ́ mẹ́jà lálẹ́ odò. Èmi fapá ńlá ti gbọ́kọ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ oṣó. Mo ní kí wọ́n ẹ̀fọ́rí yìí kó bóde mọ̀ nìkan. Bàbá ẹ wo ni gbogbo eléyìí ṣàdìsá jáun ni àbí gbìn. Àdìsá dìde kó gba Rexall paracetamol yìí jáde. Ṣíọ ọmọdé yìí ọmọ oògùn gidi rẹ bàbá. Rexall paracetamol ajẹ́bí idán akatakiti oògùn tí ń kojú ẹ̀fọ́rí ara ríro àbí tó bá fẹ́ ṣe ni bí òtútù. Àdìsá gbé Rexall paracetamol lura kíákíá ni gbogbo ara rẹ yóò jẹ́ tiẹ̀ padà.
Bá mi, èmi ti lọ bá bá lu o.
Ìlera lóògùn ọrọ̀ yan Rexall paracetamol láàyò fẹ́ fọ́rí ara ríro àti bó bá ń ṣe ni bí òtútù. Rexall paracetamol àjẹbí idán. Rexall paracetamol tó wà lólómi fọmọdé bára rẹ̀ wáyá lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ méjì lọ rí dókítà rẹ̀. Rexall paracetamol iléeṣẹ́ Daily Need Industries ló ṣe.
Ẹ máa rọra o, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbẹ́sẹ̀ ńlẹ̀ láàrin ìṣẹ́jú méjì a ó dòrò ilé wa.
ìṣẹ́jú méjì a sì ti rin kìlómítà kan. Ẹ dákun, orí ilẹ̀ là ń lọ ní àbáginjù. Àmọ́ gbé èèyàn mọ́ tí ẹ ṣáàjùlé ọ̀run.
Bí ẹ bá gbóhùn èèyàn mọ́, mo lérò pé ṣáà ń gbóhùn àwọn yòókù tí ń ké sí o sí o. Ohun ojú wọn lójú rí nígbà tí ọ̀rọ̀ ilé àti ilẹ̀ títà ti di tajà tẹran. Nílẹ̀ mi ti mọ̀ pé àwọn èèyàn olùgbàdì jìbìtì tó pọ̀ jáǹtìrẹrẹ. Àwọn tí wọn ò kó tọ̀rọ̀ nìkan lèmi lè júwe soft sand property fún. Ilé-iṣẹ́ talétalẹ̀ tó wà títa 2FM jọ ń ṣe àṣepọ̀. Yíkáyíká ìlú Ìbàdàn ni wọ́n nílé. Tí wọ́n sì nílẹ̀ sí. Fẹ́lifẹ́li ni àwọn estate wa yìí gbóná lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́. Àwa la ni Orange Estate tó wà ní Ìdó níbi àwọn lọ́lá ń kọ́lé sí. Bákan náà ni Mango Estate tó wà lákùfọ̀ lójú ọ̀nà Lifehouse International School. Ìṣẹ́jú méjì ní secondary school lákùfọ̀. Iṣẹ́ tún lọ lọ́wọ́ lórí Banana Estate tó wà ní ẹ̀bá ojú irin omi àdìo. Ohun tí a fi yàtọ̀ sí ará yòókù ni pé bí ẹ bá ti ń sanwó ilẹ̀ yín fún soft sand property ní 32FM ni wọ́n ti máa já rìsíìtì fún yín. Ṣé ẹ wá rí pé abẹ́rẹ́ tiwa lókun nídìí? Bí ẹ bá wá ní ilé tàbí ilẹ̀ tí ẹ fẹ́ tà tàbí tí ẹ fẹ́ rà, ẹ kàn sí wa ní 32FM Àjàkẹ́ni Cocoa House Nìbàdàn tàbí kí ẹ pè sórí àwọn nọ́mbà yìí 09115550055 tàbí sórí 09164615000. Soft Sands Property òrùlé fún tẹrú tọmọ.
Sórí ẹ̀ oníkálùkù pẹ̀lú tiẹ̀ ni o. Ojúmọ́ kan ìdojúkọ kan ni o. Ó sì ní láti ṣetán láti kojú wọn. Ìyẹn nìkan ló lè fi rọ́nà lọ. Ìdí tí mi ò ṣe kí n fi oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ mi ṣeré. Ṣóyẹ oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ Peak mi tó ní àwọn èròjà àti okun tí mo nílò láti fi kojú ọjọ́ kọ̀ọ̀kan, ìdojúkọ kọ̀ọ̀kan.
Dáradára ni gbogbo ọjọ́ láti tẹ̀síwájú pẹ̀lú oúnjẹ òwúrọ̀ Peak. Ǹjẹ́ o ti jẹ tirẹ̀?
Peak. Reach for your peak.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agbaballers. MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agbaballer with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onions, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development and the care they need with the new NANKID 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NANKID 4. Nourish your child's potential.
Feel better about your life.
32 FM, 94.9, the antidote to depression.
The Break Down Papers Review on 32 FM 94.9. We now open the phone lines to take your reactions, send your comments. We're live on Facebook as well. It's 32 FM 949 Fenya. Our phone numbers 0906 2000 949. For international audience is +234 906 2000 949. You can also call the number 0809 7000 949. I am at DENIKE. We'll start off with some stories. I meant to say comments on Facebook. Boluwatife Ademijuwon says, good morning. For a country to thrive, a secure environment is essential. Until the federal government prioritizes security measures, Nigeria will remain vulnerable to various insecurity threats. Approving state police could be a viable option, given the effectiveness of local security initiatives, particularly in the southwest. We pick a call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, welcome.
This is Miriam from Odejai.
Good morning.
Thank you. The new sector seems to be working well in Nigeria. The health sector, petroleum, education, and others. And until the federal government, until our leaders are ready to do the right thing, we will continue to fight. And it's just a pity that we keep moving from bad to worse. Well, I hope the voice of the ex-president Muhammadu Buhari will serve as a lesson to other political office holders to always prioritize the people's interests, because death is inevitable for all. Thank you. Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much for your comment. Good morning. 0906 200949. Tolokpadim says, good morning. Now that the former president General Muhammadu Buhari has been laid to rest, I commiserate with his family and the entire nation, but I think his death should be a lesson for all public office holders that nothing lasts forever, because his administration was nothing but a disaster and a great disservice to this nation. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Ade from UI.
Good morning.
Yeah, I want to comment. I don't want to comment on Buhari there, because you don't speak ill of someone that died. Let's move on from and leave that one. On Lamido's statement that he belongs to PDP and work for ADC. As DENIKE, if you think you are privileged, if you belong to any political party, if you look at that idea, it was brought by Tinubu's led Wiki. Because Tinubu is using Wiki, it is very, very strange in Nigeria democracy since 1999. But in a bid to rescue Nigeria from the hand of them, to hand over Nigeria to another normal democracy. Even me too, I'm a loyalist of PDP, but I'm working for ADC. They get their house in order. Because we must make sure, look at Federation and said the US the doctor, they are aware of Buhari's issue, that is not fine. That means this man has been sick, they just packaging. Okay, look at Tinubu now, went to St. Lucia after 5 days, he come to Nigeria. What's going on? They are packaging old great-grandpa that are not fit to rule a country. So let's vote for ADC to get their house in order, and to not to get Nigeria to the hand of good leaders and good democratic system. Those are the best of today.
All right, thank you very much. Still on some comments. Oluwaseun Ruth says the statement credited to Adesina is not surprising and expected from a character like him, because if this so-called government has given so much to the health sector, we won't be complaining. I'll just implore him to better channel his energy to advise the government of the day to rehabilitate our healthcare system to standard ones so that they won't keep going abroad to die. We'll pick another call now. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, DENIKE.
Good morning, welcome.
That is Solu from here.
Please go on.
Why are the marketers so bent on not making things so easy for the masses? Because why are they engaged the decision of Dangote in ensuring that we have a reduction in the cooking gas price? This is out of place as far as I'm concerned. And I think they need to rescind their decision on this. So that's that on that. On the death of Muhammadu Buhari, sincerely, I'm so disappointed in him. Yes, because just knowing that he also have a mansion in the UK, it speaks so volume about the character of this person in question. Because this is the man that was portrayed to us as an integrity man, the one that does not love material things and all of that. It means that these people are all the same. They're only deceiving with the masses. Thank you. Good morning.
All right, thank you very much. Toluwala Shadetola says Nigeria is greatly blessed with enough resources for our government to fix our health sector, rather than having them traveling abroad for medical treatment. Meanwhile, Nigeria made these people and they're giving it back to the other countries instead of Nigeria. God will judge them individually. Hello, good morning.
Good morning for your program. I'm John Uzonjoku. Thank you, Austin. I hope you are listening to me. I agree with Ifemi Adesina. Let me just say this. Buhari would have died since many years ago, but due to medical attention outside the shore of the country, Buhari himself even confessed that he had never been sick like that, which means he was almost hit below the bed. Regrettably, when the junta he led early 1984, January 1st, took over from the civilian government, he described our hospital as mere consulting clinics without water, drugs, and the equipment. For the 5 years now, from that time, nothing has changed. Then you could see that even then, some medical doctor could even be sick because they said you can only consult. It was possible for you to consult. This time around, there is even no person to consult. Because a lot of our medical officers have left the shore of the country due to lack of adequate welfare. I'm John Uzonjoku. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your comment. Boluwatife Ademijon says, good morning. For a country to thrive, a secure environment is essential. Until the federal government prioritizes security measures, Nigeria will remain vulnerable to various insecurity threats. Approving state police could be a viable option, given the effectiveness of local security initiatives. And also, you find another comment. I'll find another comment from Tulok Bademi. Says, good morning. Doing things same way can never yield different results in this surge in the rate of insecurity, because how can they be handling the menace with kids glove hand and expect miracle to happen? Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, DENIKE.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Austin. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
Yeah, my name is Tony Brown. I'm Tony Brown.
Yes, we can hear you. Please go on.
Well done to both of you this morning. Dangote and LPG with marketers. For me, whatever will bring down the price of gas, of cooking gas in Nigeria, that's all for me. That's what the masses want. Austin said, well, that there should be a balancing ground, an agreement between the marketers and Dangote. Fine, but I am concerned about we have gas in this country. We flare gas, so whatever will bring the price of gas down. Gas is 1,200 per kg. So masses are not enjoying those services. If Dangote want to bring it down, let them agree. Let him bring it down, and the marketers should agree with him. And finally, if you listen to Buba Galadima yesterday about our late former president, he said something he had never said, and he had to say it today, and that was yesterday, that late Buhari was brought into politics because of the skirmishes of the Fulanis, that what went on in somewhere in Kwara State, where Fulanis are probably, there were some problems with Fulanis in Kwara State, and they wanted the government, since they need power to suppress it was an answer. I said, so the man was not prepared for leadership. He was brought in, and that was why I wasn't surprised when he came here as head of state to meet late Lamadeshina, and because he's the general commander general of a cattle rallying association in West Africa. And that's so when he came and he started talking about Ruga, he started talking about water bill and all that. I knew something was he wanted to expand the frontiers of the Fulanis, but he's so rest in peace.
All right, thank you very much. Faole Femi says Nigerians must brace up and must all be ready to perform our responsibility to fix Nigeria's problem. Former President Muhammad Buhari has done his own little, though it might not be good for us as a nation. Nigeria has to move on. RIP, our former president. And lastly, I'll just take this final comment from Omade Adekunle. Says the statement credited to Femi Adesina has confirmed that. Okay, I think I've taken this particular comment. I'll just take a final one. Good morning. There's a clear deficit in Nigeria's healthcare sector. If our leaders aren't willing to improve the sector and bring our hospitals up to standard, they'll continue wasting resources seeking medical treatment abroad. That's Mary Mitune. Thank you so much for being a part of the Break It Down Papers review on 32 FM today. It returns tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. to 7:15. The Smart Kids